Good morning, I'm Natasha Williams and I'm the founder and owner of Natasha Williams Signature Wines. We are currently standing in the beautiful Ader Valley. This is where I source my grapes that I use for my premium wines that I make in the Lelie van Saron range. I don't own land, but I have a fortunate opportunity to work with very good farmers and producers in the area that grow spectacular grapes. And I source the grapes from them. I make the wine in a cellar where I have an opportunity to be a bit more hands-on in the process, and I also am responsible for the sales and exports of the wine. So Natasha Williams Signature Wines is my wine business. Within that wine business, I have two wine ranges. It started off with Lelie van Saron wines, which is my premium range. It is a range that focuses on single vineyard and terroir-focused wines. It is vineyards that I've been using since 2017. In 2021, I also started a new range called the Jade range, and it is a platform where I can experiment a bit more and show a bit more of my playful side, and that's where I try to showcase new wine styles and new wine techniques, and as well as different grape varietals. So there you'll find a red blend and a sparkling wine as well. So Lelie van Saron is actually an Afrikaans phrase. I think the easiest way to translate that and to explain that in English is to refer to the lily of the valley. So lily of the valley, lily is the flower lelie in Afrikaans, and the valley is Saron. So Saron is a small town in the Cape Winelands in the Boland where I grew up and where I was raised. So Lelie van Saron wine range pays tribute to where I come from, and just to showcase a bit more about myself and my wine journey. Coming from a small community like Saron, where it's a family community, everyone knows everyone. My success is their success, and that's how I build my business, also to give back to the community at the end, where I can take a raw product such as grapes and make something beautiful out of that, transform that product into wine, and then have the opportunity to share that with people as well, where you can build memories. I started making wine from the region in 2015, and I was very fortunate to make wines from both Ader and from the warmer climate in Wellington and Swartland. And I just definitely had an affinity to what the grapes and the climate show here in Hermanus, and that's why I chose to make the cool climate the home of the grapes for Lelie van Saron. In the wine industry, we always want to showcase something interesting and something new, and that pulls your product apart from the rest. And with the Lelie van Saron Chardonnay, I started incorporating a concrete egg. So the wine is fermented and aged in a concrete egg. A concrete vessel doesn't add any flavor and character to the wine, so it keeps it in its purest form. And the rest of the wine is aged in older barrels, showcasing those beautiful notes of Chardonnay. Natasha Williams Signature Wines is a very exclusive business and range. I grew from 1,000 bottles to 11,000 bottles over a span of 7 years. And even though it seems like a good growth, it was slow and steady. Compared to the rest of the wine industry, this is a fraction of what you would find in a big corporate business. I feel like even being a woman in agriculture, I want to thank the women that actually broke down some walls for us and broke down some barriers. I know there was a couple of women winemakers, I look up to them today, that actually pushed the wine industry, pushed the boundaries a bit more, and made it possible for myself to be an independent producer and business owner. When I graduated Stellenbosch University in 2013 and I stepped into the cellar for the first time, I was faced with the question, where do I see myself in the industry? The only answer I could find at that point is that I want to make my wine one day. I now export my wines to 7 countries, and locally I have good distribution in Johannesburg, and in Cape Town you can find my wines. Natasha Williams Signature Wines is me. What motivated me to enter the competition this year? It has been something that's been on my radar for a couple of years, and I've seen the success of other very successful women in agriculture. I like to push myself and push the boundaries a bit more. If I win this competition, I will definitely play my role in paying it forward. I'm a very strong believer in mentoring, and I've been very fortunate over the past decade to have very strong women that has mentored me. and I want to fulfill that as well in my community in Saron and with the youth there. I enjoy everything about what I do.